Okay, so I closed that hive back up. Sorry about that. The camera had went off for whatever reason. Any case, I ended up just leaving it, putting it back the way I found it. I'm going to hold off on switching brood and doing a whole lot of that. So I'm moving on here to the next hive. This colony here was, again, one of the ones that fell over during the winter. It was a double deep, and there was some snow left in the upper box, so I decided just to try to hopefully save the bees, I could put the just leave it as a single deep. We're going to take a look inside, see what sort of situation we have here. I especially wanted to check queen rightness on these colonies, because, you know, when they fall over like that, if the queen got smashed, you know, it'd be pretty much the demise of the colony, especially when it happened. So I'm going to go ahead and tear this one open and see what we got inside here. I'll be interested to see. Now, these bees are Russian bees, so they're generally a little bit slower to brood up, and you know, this time of year. So we'll find out, see how this colony looks, if it looks the same or looks a little bit different. Get those bees off the top of the quilt box. They like to do that for some reason. It's quite a full colony. They're definitely working on the sugar we put on. They're not exactly the happiest, they don't seem to be. I'm going to take a look here, pull some frames. I still have the boxes that I took off there in the middle of winter when that all happened. So if I think that maybe they could handle another box on top, excuse me, may put that back on. In the first frame we pull here, we have lots of honey, or I'm sorry, lots of pollen. You can see the pollen around there, and there's some nectar in the middle. They're bringing something from somewhere. It's empty on the back, which is normal. Against the wall, generally your frames are more empty. And we do have brood. Beautiful frame of brood. There's our queen. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. See our queen? She is there and motoring around. We have a beautiful frame of capped brood. That's all I need to see on this colony. I'm just going to close her back up. Always watch and take note to where your queen is when you put the frame back in. Be careful. You don't want to smash your queen. Slow and gentle. That's the best way with working bees. As soon as you start trying to be fast, bad things happen. So we know that colony's queen right. Like I said, there's really no sense to go any further on it. Gonna put our feeding shim back on. Try not to crush bees. I'm gonna put our little sugar block back in there. We'll have to keep an eye on them. We'll probably have to mix some more sugar blocks, maybe. Hopefully there'll be a nectar flow here soon, or if it warms up enough that we can start feeding syrup. Try not to get bees up inside this shavings box. They can't get back out. So one thing I like to do, and this is kind of a tip, especially if you're running more than a couple colonies, I carry a Sharpie permanent marker in my little holster here that I made. What I like to do is make notes on the lid. I've tried using the apps on the phones. I've tried keeping notebooks. It doesn't work well for me. Maybe some people it would work great. But what I'll do then on this case is I'll just put a letter Q and a check mark, which means queen right, and then today's date. And then if anything goes awry between now and the next time that I take a look at them, I can look on the lid and I can see, well, there was indeed a queen on that date, and then try to figure out what's going on from there. So I'll put the strap back on. I like to use these straps, especially after my mishap with the wind blowing them over. Now on this one, I may add that second super here in a couple weeks. I want to see what the weather is going to be first. We may wind up adding that on there, but for now I think I'm going to leave well enough alone. So I'm going to turn around here and we'll do one more colony here with you, and then we'll go from there. So one moment here. Okay, we're in a colony here. This one also is a Russian colony. Now I was kind of surprised to see that much brood. Usually they're sort of the last ones to brood up. So we're going to open this box up. See what this one looks like. One of the future videos I'll explain how and what we use for our setups here. What I like to use. Doesn't mean it's the only way to do it. It's just what I prefer. A few bees on the bottom of the shavings box. Give them a bang. So we see here date ant winter patty. They're working hard on that and eating it. I want to give them a little smoke. Push them down. So they've really been eating at that. Like I said, it's one of the negatives to these patties is the paper. They tend to have that drug everywhere inside the colony. It's a little messy. I think it works well. Again, like I said the other day, I think the nutrition's there a little bit more so than a plain old sugar block. Got a little bit of what they call burr comb here on the top. No big deal. Give bees a little smoke. Take a look here, full frame. See what we have. We just have an empty frame of comb here. Frame of pollen. You can see the bees. I don't know if you can see it or not in the camera, but see the pollen on their legs? We do have cap brood, so we know there's a queen. got fresh eggs. You can see larvae down in the cells. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. You see all the capped brood there. More eggs, more capped brood. Not nearly the pattern. This colony's pretty small, actually.